Just when I thought PC Gamer couldn't go and be any more of a retarded website, they went and outdid themselves. Joshua Wollens wrote this article, which is the biggest media meltdown I've ever seen. And I saw this popping on my feed the last few days. Hypnotics talk about it, Grums has talked about it, Smash JT's talked about it, and I'm like, whoa, buddy. So Joshua Wollens, more like Joshua Wokens, wrote this article. And again, like I said, this is peak media meltdown territory, and I'm here for it, guys. PC Gamer wrote the biggest comedy gold of a headline ever. Gooner Game of the Year Stellar Blades mods are 41% smut, ensuring gamers will never see the light of heaven. Wow. I'm just sitting here thinking, yep, this is the one, guys. This is the headline you put out when you're mad that a game you hate is absolutely crushing it. And we're no strangers to Stellar Blade. When the game was first announced, first revealed, everybody was freaking out about it. Oh, Gooner this, Gooner that. All the guys want to jerk it to these video games. And the people that think that this is what a real woman is looking like have never seen a woman naked ever. And, you know, we've seen it all. The media just absolutely hates this game because they can't stand how well it's done. They can't stand that it's sexualized. It's all stupid. Let's get real, guys. Stellar Blade is absolutely crushing it. If you take a look at the results on the Steam database, Stellar Blade on PC is exploding. The game's doing insane numbers. It's nearly 200,000 concurrent players in its PC debut week. That's not a small bump, guys. That's literally a rocket launch. The game had already been out for over a year on the PlayStation 5, and people still showed up in mass in a huge numbers the moment that it hit Steam. Yeah, let's be honest though, it's probably because the mods, people want to make the nice mods where, you know, Eve has the big old breastises and all that, but you know, I didn't see it reaching 200,000 or near that. I thought it would at most peak about 85k, but boy, was I wrong. The demand for Stellar Blade on PC is through the roof. And again, like I said, the journos are seething. Now, this article is pure cope, guys. We got a games journalist who's clearly never even touched Stellar Blade. They never play games. Spoiler alert. All these people that are activists, they don't support video games. That's why all the woke games out there absolutely fail. And this person, Joshua Wollens, is talking about it like it's some kind of hentai simulator just because the main character is a hot woman. Even if it was a hentai simulator, what's it to you, right? What's it to you? And let's be honest, yeah, Eve, the main protagonist of the game, is stunning. She's literally modeled after a Korean supermodel who's smoking hot. And guess what? That alone doesn't make a game successful. People over here are like, oh, you guys just think it's good because it's a hot girl that you could jerk it to. No, that's if that was the case, guys, the first Descendant, which literally caused Goonergate not too long ago, would be at top of the charts right now too, right? But it's not. That game had all the eye candy in the world, and it still, I wouldn't say flopped, but it's nowhere near the numbers that the Gooner game itself, Stellar Blade, has. And why is that? Because First Descendant is a gotcha-filled mess with no real gameplay loop to keep players engaged. People bailed the second that they realized it was monetized to high hell, myself included. I was like, big yikes, cosmetics, lots of skins, lots of microtransactions. There's boobs and butt, but I'm out of here. Meanwhile, Stellar Blade absolutely hits PC, and the modding scene goes nuclear, guys. Twitter has been on fire since this game has come out. And yeah, you know what? The mods are pouring in, and most of them are adult themed. Let's be honest. Now, the article says 41% of the mods are not safe for work and tries to act like it's some damning statistic. But honestly, from this game, I thought it would be higher. 41% is actually a pretty small amount of Gooner mods. I thought we would have seen some higher territories because we're talking about PC modding here, guys. And that's what the community does. I'm not a PC community modder, but I can respect the goon, right? I can respect it. And if you act shocked that the internet made sexy mods for a game that has a drop dead gorgeous stone cold fox of a fucking supermodel protagonist, you're either new here or you're lying to yourself. And you need to cope. You need to absolutely cope. So let's be real. This outrage from this article that is on PC Gamer is fake. These are the same journos who had no problem drooling over Baldur's Gate 3 and all the sex scenes that were in there with the bear and all the gayness and all that. They were literally writing think pieces about how progressive and liberating it was for Baldur's Gate to be so openly sexual. But suddenly Stellar Blade comes along with Eve, who is just drop dead gorgeous, like I said, and now it's gamers will never see heaven. Like, miss me with that. And you know what? It's not even just the mods either. This article that is on PC Gamer tries to make some kind of like virtue signaling moralistic like moral point, right? About the lifestyle of people who put adult content on the main menu. Like what? You're seriously questioning the mental state of grown adults? People who enjoy modding a single player game for fun? Like bro, we're not the same here, all right? I'm playing a game I enjoy. I played it on console, mind you. I don't have it on PC. I'm not a PC master race. You're writing think pieces. You're writing cope sessions about what other people do in their spare time with money that they are spending, that they've worked hard for, that they have the right to do and entertain themselves with. Like, you seriously need to touch grass at this point. And let's not forget the apron mod. There's an apron mod on here, and apparently that was too much too. Even an apron, gross. You know, like all these people are just triggered by, right? Like, come on. That's where you draw the line, an apron mod on a female protagonist. It's this weird obsession with trying to shame people for enjoying their hobby. And we see it everywhere, on both sides of the fence, to be honest. Nobody's forcing these mods on anyone. They're mods for a reason. They're optional. You can play the game plain Jane like I did. You don't have to download them. You don't see them on YouTube or Twitter unless you go and look for them or click them, right? So why are these people so upset? Why is Joshua Wollens from PC Gamer so upset? You know why, right? The truth is it's because people are having fun in ways that they don't approve of, that aren't progressive enough, that don't fit their narrative enough. And the media never liked this game to begin with, like I said. That's the real issue here. These people don't actually care about the content. They care that gamers are enjoying something that they can't control. And they want to control the narrative. That's why there's things like Sweet Baby Inc. And the cherry on top of this article doesn't even show a single image of Eve. You're going to write an entire hit piece about Eve and how they're problematic, and you're not even showing them. The screenshot they literally use is not Eve. This is not Eve from the game. So what is their issue here? What are they really mad about? Almost like they know if they posted a screenshot of her, people would just be like, yeah, Eve's hot. What's the problem here? Because that's how real people think, guys. So at the end of the day, this all comes down to one thing. Stellar Blade successful, and it hit it on a high note on its PC launch, and it drives them insane. They all hate a beautiful woman. They don't like a fun single-player experience, and they do not like an engaged fan base that can exist without their approval. That's the real story here, guys. The game has dropped, the mods hit, and the journos have lost their fragile little minds, and guess what? The players are just vibing and enjoying it. Let the gooners goon. It doesn't affect me, doesn't affect you. I'm not over here crying about these mods. Let the modders mod. Let the game thrive, because it turns out you don't need a lecture. You just need a good game. So let me know your thoughts, guys, down below in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.